Welcome back to SOUS VIDE Everything, guys. I want to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Today, I am going to do something amazing with a very inexpensive can of meat. I hope it works, but we're going to find out together. Check it out. It is not a secret that sous vide makes one of the most amazing steaks in the world. The fact that it cooks it perfectly every single time is mind-blowing. There's no need for guessing, there's no need to be worried about it, it's just perfection every single time. It is the most reliable way to cook a steak. But my goal today is to take a tough cut of meat and turn it into something magical. And nothing brings better childhood memory to me than carne con papa. So let's do it. This is an eye round. Unlike filet mignon, it is not tender. And also like a ribeye, there's no intramuscular fat. It is a tough cut of meat, but it's also very flavorful. And even though it lacks tenderness, but it makes up with flavor. Carne con papa is kind of like a stew. The one thing to remember when you're cutting it up is that you want to keep all of them within the same size. That way they'll cook evenly. Once I was done cutting, you can see all pieces are the exact same size. Since this is a long cook, I'm going to be pre-searing them and putting a nice beautiful color on them to develop some additional flavors. So let's do it. And that, my friends, is how you put a nice sear on these eye round. Using the fond that was left over with the searing pan, I threw in some shallots, followed by a little bit of garlic paste, and cooked it under low heat so that we can start our sauce. To help deglaze the pan even better, I threw in a little bit of red wine. Mixing it around and deglazing the pan will also help evaporate the alcohol. That is important for sous vide. Once my pan has completely deglazed and the alcohol has been reduced, I threw in a little bit of tomato sauce. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below. Now all there's left to do is mix it well, combine all the ingredients together, and your sauce is done. Carne con papa means steak and potatoes, and we can't do it without potatoes. I like to keep nice big chunks. Since I've never done this sous vide, I'm not quite sure which way is best, to put the potatoes directly with the actual meat and sauce or to put it apart. So for that reason, I'm going to be doing an experiment with both of them. Remember, there was no seasoning on the meat, so I used this time to add a little bit of salt, freshly ground black pepper, and I finished it off with our sauce. Vacuum sealed it, and this bag was ready. The next bag, I did the same exact thing but without the potatoes. By separating the potatoes from the bag, you will let us know which way is best. And the potatoes bag all by itself. Just a little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper. I'm going to be cooking the meat and the potato bag at 165 degrees Fahrenheit for 24 hours. I will also be cooking the meat itself for that time. The potatoes that are by itself, I'm going to be cooking at 185 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 hours. And we're going to find out if it's really necessary to separate them or not. Real quick, everybody, I want to thank our sponsors today, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a hero collection turn-based game with over 400 champions for you to collect and customize. The game is crazy popular with 50 million downloads in the last 6 months. You can gather a team from 16 different factions and customize your champions with more than 1 million mastery builds. But my favorite part is raiding with my friends in a clan. They actually have huge plans for updates in the game for over 6 months. So there is an infinite content for you to enjoy, no time to get bored. New faction, a tag team arena feature, and even a new clan boss where you'll be able to fight with your clan mates. They're also adding more than 14 new champions every month, so there's always new strategies. Another cool feature is the progression reward where you get tons of free champions, equipment, and other cool stuff for just learning to play the game. Once you complete the missions, we'll give you one of the best legendaries in the game, the Arbiter. And the best of all, the game is 100% free. By the way, you can also join me in the game under SV Everything, and if you're quick enough, you can join my clan. Go down to the description of this video and click on the special link and you will get 50,000 silvers and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. Once again, I want to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. I hope to see you guys there so I can play with you, but now let's get right back to that video. It is lunchtime and we are starving and it's time to take it out. Let's do it. So that's what carne con papa looks like. Now here's the great thing about it. You can do a bunch of them. When you're doing this type of dish, you don't want to just do one, because it's a little bit time consuming. And it's kind of like a stew. So you have two options. This one is ready. You can basically put it on a quick very quick ice bath to chill it down and put it on the freezer to freeze it, and whenever you want, defrost and ready to go. Or you can just, after you chill it, you can save it in your refrigerator up to a week and heat it up anytime you want to. These kind of things is perfect for sous vide because warming it up, it's awesome. I cannot say it doesn't look that good right now, but it's gonna look a lot better. Watch this. All right, everybody, we have our beautiful carne con papa. That's how we call it in Spanish. In Portuguese, how do we call that, Mamão?
Carne com batata.
Carne com batata, exactly. So it's kind of like a stew, right?
Yeah.
We're also using iron here, Mamão. I want to know,
Awesome.
you know, how good it is. We also have the potatoes. This one was cooked in the bag and this one was cooked separately. Because I know this one is perfect, but I don't know if the 165 will be enough. So here's the deal with carne con papa, everybody. You have to use a little bit of that juice. Well, you tried it already. Tell me about that potato.
Yeah, I'm trying the potato. It's a little bit harder than what we usually do.
It's hard. Okay,
Yeah.
so 165 is not enough for the potato, Mamão.
It's still, it's cooked. It's well cooked in the middle.
Okay.
But it is a little bit harder, which, you know, some people like a little bit harder potato.
Okay, there's some texture, let's say it like that.
There's a little bit of resistance on it.
Okay, all right. Now let's go for the 185 over here. And you don't like to wait for me.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so excited. I get excited when I see food. What can I say?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Try that one. See if
Alright,
there's a lot of
cheers.
difference.
Oh. Not really.
Not really?
No.
Really? That was 185 and 160.
There's some difference, but it's not really noticeable. It's because I'm looking for something.
Let me try. Let's try the 185. It's not disintegrating in my mouth. It has a little bit of a bite to it. It was done for 3 hours. Let's try the 165.
The 165 was done for how long again?
24 hours. This one definitely feels harder. Here's the deal, everybody. When you're making carne con papa, just put everything together. It's a lot more convenience, and it is also better because it has a lot more flavor. The juices of the meat and all that penetrated deeply into the potato, so it makes a much more flavorful potato. Okay, now,
And I would say...
you've been attacking already the meat, Mama.
Okay, here's the thing. I like to think about what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So while Google is explaining what he's done, I'm tasting and thinking about how I'm gonna define this for you guys.
Hold on, before you do anything, it is my turn. Okay, the meat is tender. It's nice and tender. Check this out here on the camera. I'm gonna show it to you guys now, the tenderness. As you can see, it's not completely falling apart. It has some texture to it, but the important thing now is the bite. It reminds me just like it in Brazil.
Oh, it tastes amazing.
It tastes amazing. It has a little bit of chewiness, but let me try with the rice to get the whole experience.
Oh no, the rice with the sauce must be amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
It is perfect and the way it should be. I think at any higher temperature, it will just disintegrate. It has a bite, but at the same time, the combination with the rice together with the meat, it's amazing, everybody. Do you think that the temperature is perfectly or should be a little bit higher or a little bit lower?
I think the temperature is good, around 170.
So it was on 165.
165, yeah.
So you say you raise 5 degrees?
Raise 5 degrees, that should be okay. But I'll do it a little bit longer so the meat can go a little bit softer.
So here's my theory. I think that if we go with a higher temperature, what happens is the meat inside will be drier and it won't be as tender. So I say instead of making the temperature higher, just make it a little bit longer. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
because
you have a point.
when you raise the temperature,
It gets more well done.
yes, it extracts all the juices, even though the meat is kind of dry, all right? But that's why you have it kind of like a stew. So if you raise it even more, yes, it will be more tender, but I think that it will be a little bit drier and the combination will be that well. Maybe instead of 24 hours, 36 hours.
36 hours.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, this is the carne con papa sous vide. Made it perfect. And you don't have to sit down and watch it. You just set it and forget it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody.
There.
You just gave me an idea.
Sous vide turtle?
Sous vide turtle. Oh, Peter is gonna kill me.
Peter's gonna kill you.
If you guys want to see sous vide turtle, comment down below. Or is that a mistake? Oh. We gotta go. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.